I just hit the grand.
And then this lady next to me says, "Oh my God."
I started with $300 and had like 17,000 in the machine at one point.
I got one ticket, called my name, $17,750.
That would be my $20,000 jackpot on video poker, so I've hit that multiple times.
My biggest win, it's a number I will never forget.
This was an hour and 10-minute bonus.
Yeah, baby.
And it was over $15,000.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I mean, it was insane.
All the fireballs.
One of the biggest wins ever shared.
All it takes is one crazy run on a slot machine to hook you where, you know, you get 600x jackpot or some just absolutely crazy. Like that run I had in Louisiana where I started with $300 and had like 17,000 in the machine at one point. And
I don't even remember what my best run would be. That's a good question to ask. What's your best run you've went on like that? That's a great one. 300 to 17,000, is that what you said?
Yeah, I didn't leave with that much. You know, I set myself a walk-away limit of 10,000 cash. Hard cash was my walk-away limit.
We don't want to talk about the downfall. Yeah. Let's talk about where you got to. What happened after is all,
yeah,
you know, whatever.
Yeah, it was like 14.5 or 17 something in the machine. I don't remember, but it was like I put a $100 bill on first spin, nothing. $100 bill second spin, I think it was $500 line hit, and then a couple spins, nothing. Then it was like $1,000 line hit, and then like $1,500 line hit. And
you were just ripping $100.
Yeah, I got up to like $2,700, and you know, a lot of people would cash out at that point, and I had a lot of comments saying I would have cashed out as soon as I got to 1,000, and I have a different mindset when I'm playing and gambling.
Yeah.
And the way I look at things is, you know, I'm only risking $300. I'll play this all the way down to zero because it's a $100 per spin machine, and any spin could be a massive jackpot. And I'm okay with losing $300, or I wouldn't have sat down to begin with. You know, I only gamble with money I can afford to lose, so that's how I look at it. And I think I was up to like 2,400 or 2,700 in the machine when I hit a $2,500 line hit or a hand pay on Double Diamond Deluxe, and then played for a little bit longer, and then got double bars, I think, or triple bars. I don't remember what it was, but it was $10,000 exactly on that one. So I set myself a hard walkaway limit of 10,000 cash, and that's what I went home with was 10,000 cash. The craziest run I had was also in the same casino in Le Berge in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and I sat down on a Cleopatra 2 game, and I think I was playing max bet, and I think it was nickel denomination if I remember right. I'd have to go back and look at the video, but it was like nickel denomination, and the max bet was $25 a spin. And I think I put 500 in, and I don't remember how many bonuses I hit, but I sat on that game for hours to the point where my back and shoulders were killing me because it was one of those like old school cabinets where they were all like together, and I was kind of had to lean over it to hit the button and all that. And I was just smacking $6,000 jackpots and then 4,000 right behind it, or you know, vice versa, and you know, getting the bonuses and the re-triggers, and you know, we get it down to like a couple $100 and we hit the bonus again and be like $800, and then just keep playing, and then you know, hit the big jackpots on it. And so I actually. That was right before I had to fly out. I actually took all that cash up to the cage and had them write me a check.
There you go.
Smart. So just put it in pockets.
Very smart.
Yeah, another great tip. You hit a big jackpot, ask for a check.
What is your biggest win?
Since the channel, or just period?
How about let's do both?
Okay. My biggest win ever was 11,500, and ironically, it wasn't even the grand.
Pre-channel?
That's what. It's not on the channel. That's why this was before we had started it. But the funny thing is, everyone's like, "Oh, it has to be a grand." It wasn't even the grand. The grand though was only 12,700. Right. But it was on. It was a $15 bet on the Lock It Link piggy banking, and I filled the screen, and it was, got the whole screen. I filled the screen probably about 5 times in my life. I just absolutely love that game. It's my favorite game. But I filled the screen a few times. That game, ironically, is my biggest hit on the channel too. And this, I think, helped us to kind of blow up a little bit. When we did the Major Chaser event, we were playing piggy banking, a $10 bet. We filled the screen and won 7,500. And then, when was that, Ange? Back in March of this year, we were playing piggy banking again because the major was up to 6,900. It hadn't hit in forever. And on a 750 bet, we didn't even fill the screen, but we were major eligible, and it hit. So that my biggest hit on the channel is definitely the 7,900 on the Major Chaser event. And then my biggest hit off of it, but on the same machine, was 11,500.
Both of the same machine.
Same machine.
So you love this little piggy banking, do you?
Oh, love that game.
And how could you not love it more now, obviously, because of that bias towards it, right? Of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What are your two biggest jackpots on and off camera? Like off camera being, you know, you weren't recording, you were a channel, maybe you weren't in a channel yet. On camera, obviously being for your channel.
So surprisingly, it's probably not as much as you think.
There's no amounts that, you know.
So the biggest that I caught on a live stream was $1,700
Okay.
on a $2.25 spin on Zoltar. And my audience went crazy.
Zoltar. They love Zoltar.
They went crazy on a live stream.
They love it.
My actual biggest jackpot live, or where I've actually caught filming, just a little over 4,100. I got the Mighty Cash Grand.
Okay.
But I think my philosophy on gambling might be a little bit different than some people. I don't get excited. I mean, I do get excited about big wins.
Of course you should.
What I get excited about is a multiply times bet.
Yeah,
that's how I can play a 40-cent thing. If I get $400, I'm like, that is a huge multiple win. That is what I look at. I don't care, like, hand pay or no hand pay. I don't care. If I'm betting $25 and I win $1,500, whoopee.
Yeah.
That's not a big return.
No, it's not.
And so
I
think that's where I really try to focus on. So I used to early on. I got a lot of people say, "Oh, you low roller, you do." And I'm like, hey, if it brings me joy and my audience likes it, so be it. You know, but this is what I'm comfortable with. So again, my 4,000 is my biggest jackpot. Live in a casino. I don't know if this counts as a jackpot. This is a story, okay? There was a drawing at my local casino. I was sitting at home, and it was a rollover progressive jackpot, and this was just a couple months ago, and my wife is gone. I'm like, all right, there's a drawing at 10. It's 9 o'clock. I think I'm going to go to the drawing. I got one ticket, put in the drawing, called my name, $17,750.
That counts as a perfect story for this.
One ticket, $17,750.
That's it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
All the slot machines, all the spins you've taken.
Boop, put one
little
ticket
thing.
in.
Isn't that crazy?
17,000.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Makes you want to break stuff sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But that's okay. We're going to focus on that win. How did that feel?
Pretty crazy. There's a video out there of my live reaction to me winning it, and I was excited.
Good for you.
I was super excited. The crazy thing about it is they just instantly gave me $17,000 cash. They didn't ask me if I wanted taxes. They didn't want a check.
It's your problem now.
They're like, here's a little envelope, and I'm like,
here's your problem now.
what am I gonna do? They're like, you want a security escort? Just let us know.
Right.
I'm like,
it's like a payoff. Like
I'm
like, nothing like that.
They put $17,750 in cash in a little envelope.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around in my pocket. And I'm like, I really wanted a check, but you didn't give me the option for a check. I don't want that $17,000. Yeah. But it was a incredible high.
That's great.
Where and what has been your biggest win as a creator?
That is Resorts World. So, and that would be my $20,000 jackpot on video poker. So I've hit that multiple times there. And it's always at that bar, the center bar on video poker. And I don't play there like tons. So I couldn't even say, well, you play there the most, so that's why you win at that spot the most. Like Jamie will sit there for hours playing at that bar. But I don't play at that bar often. But when I do, I just do so well there. And I always say it's my lucky mojito because it's almost always after the bartender brings me my drink, I'll hit some massive hands. But I've had multiple $20,000 jackpots at that bar, $10,000, $8,000, like crazy big hits at Resorts World at the bar. Even I hit more there than I do my local home casinos.
And that resonates to, when I asked you to name the top casinos. How can that not jump into a favorite spot when it's giving you your biggest jackpot multiple times? I could go there too. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, sure.
Who wouldn't, Kel? So okay. So if you're gonna share any tips or tricks with us, it's go to the center bar mojito and video poker.
Can you please share the story of your biggest win on or off camera? Something that happened maybe prior to a channel, or something that did happen when you actually were recording as a channel. Hit me with it. I want to hear it.
Now, mind you, this is prior to us allowed to being able to record.
Right.
But
oh God,
you're
I know
allowed
that
to
struggle all
record
too well, guys.
bonuses. So you're allowed to record the bonus. So she's hitting bonuses left and right, this and that. Then she goes, we sit down at the mid-level dragon machine, as a golden century, and I think what do you know I'm on 25 cent or was it 50?
No, it was 25 cents.
25 cent minimum bet, 12.50. All right, just sitting there hitting it, got the ball bonus, and then of course I pull the phone out as soon as she hits the bonus, like always. Just start recording like normal.
Because it's a bonus.
It's the bonus, 12.50 bet.
And got all the fireballs.
Mid-level, it was unbelievable. All the balls fell top left, which if you guys are familiar with Dragon Link, falls like that. You know, top left was the last ball. And hit the button, boom.
So I'm just like, get out, because it's flashing.
It's flashing. And I'm like, holy crap, it's flashing. And I said it in the video. And then it sticks. And then it was like a 2 seconds of silence because we had to let it soak in. Now, mind you, we had no idea what the grand was. We never even looked at it, because
Because you don't ever think you're gonna hit it. It's like whatever. Yeah,
I take the camera and I zoom up and I look. $162,000.
Well, no, it was 100. The grand was 160, but then we got
the bonus. Okay, I'm sorry.
With the ball.
Whoa! One of the biggest wins ever shared on this, along with Binky. Yeah, that's a big one. 6 figures are hard to find.
Unbelievable. And we're just looking at. We heard some guy. Actually, you can hear him on the video I took.
Yeah.
Because it's posted. It's pinned at the top of our.
160 G's.
You can hear him scream, 160 G's behind us.
I didn't even know. I hopped out of my chair. I turned around and looked at him, and I still didn't even know what it was. And then I turned around and looked at the screen, and I was just like, oh my goodness, how in the world did this just happen?
Never expected.
Whoa, that's a number.
That. We obviously never hit a jackpot like that before. So it was a whole ordeal. I mean, they bring everybody out.
Oh, yeah. I remember hitting 50,000. I can imagine what it was like for that much.
It was
forget
a big crowd of people.
Yeah.
The game commission has to come out and check,
make sure there's no malfunction.
Anything over 100, I believe.
You didn't trick it.
Yeah.
Had any kind of,
Yeah, anything over 100, they have to come out. So it was a whole thing. I mean,
cool.
It didn't take that long. I know Biggie said it took 4 hours. I don't think it took maybe an hour or something, but
it's like 60 to 70 minutes sounds like a realistic time frame for a top jackpot.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So it was amazing because it started at 100, right?
Yeah,
it started at 100.
Yes, they clear at 100. Yes,
160. It was a big one, but that was that was obviously the pinnacle, the biggest. Yeah, and that was a 12.50 bet, which is amazing. $12.50 bet to hit
$12.50, right?
Massive.
Yeah, $12.50.
Yes, $12.50.
Which was minimum bet on 25-cent denom.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm tired. I was ready to go. Rick can gamble 24/7. Like he does not sleep. So at this point, I'm kind of getting tired. I was like trying to just break even so we can go home, and that happened, and it was pretty epic. So
little wake up call too, right? Like
I was awake at that point. Yeah. Oh
yeah. There's no going to sleep.
Yeah. We then I took $1,000.
Well, because after you hit a jackpot like that, I mean, your energy.
The adrenaline goes through the roof.
You ain't going to sleep now. I mean, your adrenaline is through the roof. So then
we're not sleeping tonight. Yeah.
Now she's got a little bit of money to play with. So
I took $1,000 upstairs to the $1 Million Dragon Link. Just took $1,000. I'm like, I'm just gonna be like careless with it. I don't care. I can lose $1,000 at this point. So I got that $1,000 all the way up to $8,000 that night. And I mean,
the same night was unbelievable.
I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh.
It was just meant to happen. That night was your night. That was Rick and Robin's night. Nobody's stopping it. Yeah.
One of our favorites is Lake Tahoe.
Oh, yeah.
But we've always.
I've never been to Lake Tahoe.
Oh my gosh, we need to do that one together. We do have filming permissions there, by the way. But that's where we should meet.
If you snow ski, you can snow ski there too and gamble at night.
So that used to be. So we used to be, and still don't have a lot of money, but we have 5 kids. So traveling with 5 kids is always. I mean, it's expensive, right?
Yeah.
So we used to take our kids snow skiing, and that's how we do it is through the casino, because we get our rooms
Oh, right. Nice.
And then we're staying right across from the ski lift and all of those things. And then they had this huge arcade there. So Tahoe was one of the places that we used to take the kids and snow ski, and our family, we would all meet there and go. So to me, Tahoe is such a well-rounded destination because it doesn't matter. They have all 4 seasons, and it doesn't matter what season you go, you're going to have a different experience. And we just love it. We love it.
It's beautiful there.
It is beautiful. Okay. And there's so much to do. And it's a great place really to take kids because you have the lake, you have the snow, there's just so many things to see and do. And it's beautiful. So that's probably one of our favorites.
Yeah. There you go. Sounds like it.
They have great outdoor concerts there too.
Yes, yes. And if you were Caesar status, we got to see Kelsey Ballerini and help me. We love concerts. We have a concert bucket list that we've had for years. Nice. So we do that.
I can't think of the guy. He's a country singer.
Australian. Hello, help me out. Keith Urban. Keith Urban. Okay. On the front row of this outdoor concert, and Kelsey Ballerini opened for him, and it was phenomenal. But what was really cool is because of the way the rooms are in Harvey's is where we stayed, you could overlook the venue, right? So you got to see them all setting up and their buses coming in, and then
that's pretty cool.
And they stayed in the hotel, and it was this outdoor summer concert, and it was pretty phenomenal. So it's a cool place.
Hey, Slots fans! I want to take this quick moment to remind you guys about SlotsFan.com, the only website that is dedicated to people who love watching slots. There are over 250 streamers ranked amongst the community, in-depth biographies, interviews, big win stories, casino reviews, and more. So guys, make sure you are going and checking out SlotsFan.com. Click the link in the description below, bookmark the site because there is new content coming out every single day. Thanks again, Slots fans.
What is your biggest win ever? My biggest win, it's a number I will never forget. It's $33,175.
I need more. Tell me on what?
It was crazy. It was on the original Zeus slot machine. I remember the day. I had to be over my brother's and, maybe an hour, but hey, I'll stop and run my free play. And I had, a nice amount of free play. And I'm like, okay, so I'll play some high limit Zeus, $45 a spin. And I think I had, maybe 150 in free play, a couple spins. And I get the bonus, like half on free play, half on $20 or whatever. Right. And I'm in for 45 a spin. And I'm like, wow, I did a video of it, and it was one of my first videos ever. I'm like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even react during it, And the screen filled up with Zeus and Wild, like $20,000, and then it almost did it again. And before you know it, I'm looking at $33,175. I couldn't believe it.
Where was this at?
So this is now at Jack Thistledown Racino, and they prior to that, I believe it was the Horseshoe Cleveland or what was it? But right now the casino is Jack Thistledown Racino.
Tell us about your biggest win, if you would like to share that with us.
My biggest win is always my wife. She's my actually true on both counts. My biggest jackpot I've ever had in my life is my gorgeous, amazing, brilliant wife.
Well said.
But she's actually gotten the biggest wins on the channel. So she got a Buffalo. We made history on Buffalo slot. This was back in 2020 or 2021. I can't remember. A long time ago, years ago. And she was betting $12 a spin. And she got a bonus. And she got something like 179 free games. And it was over $15,000.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I mean, it was insane.
2 hours.
And here's the kicker. Are you ready for this? She didn't get all the Buffalo heads.
Was that just added up?
So she got 14. She got 4. You need 15 to fill up, Right. So she got 4. This is old school Buffalo, too. It was in the high limit room in San Diego. I'll never forget it because I was playing Firelink, getting my ass bombasted. I probably dropped like a grand in 10 minutes. I was losing.
Brutal.
I get this text message, honey, you need to come over here. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Right.
I run to the high limit, and she just looks at me like, come over here.
Yeah.
And I can see the slot attendant. His eyes go like this. I see people crowding the slot.
There it is.
And I go, oh, my God, what did you do? Did you break the machine? and then I walk up, it's over $15,000.
That's awesome.
She also got the grand in Vegas on Wolf Run Eclipse, the new Wolf Run.
Okay.
She also got the grand on a cruise on a Dragon Link. So
So
I don't get jack. I don't get jack.
He's the talent, not
I'm
you.
lucky if I get the $1,200 threshold.
You know
She's
what?
the talent. She's the talent. She's all the talent. Thank God.
Gotta change.
Tell me about your biggest win. What's your biggest win? On camera, off camera, whatever. Both.
Here's the thing. You know how I play, so people will be shocked. I've been doing this for 5 years. My biggest win, 7,500.
On? Come on. Okay,
2
I'm
times.
just gonna leave it at that.
2 times, 10 times, 5 times bonus times.
Is that what it was? 2, 5, 10.
I hit exactly what you hit, but I hit it on a $5.
A 57?
Yeah.
A 50 red 7. Ooh, on a 5 banger, huh?
15.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, it was triple bar. It was 10 times, 5 times, triple bar. 15,
I hit that with Mike.
15 to spin.
I hit that with Mike. It was the same thing. Mine was a quick hit machine.
Yeah.
So it had the quick hit progressives on it. We hit the same thing. I remember slow-mo in it. Oh, man, that was a beaut, that triple bar dropping. It was, was it 50 times triple bar?
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. I hit that same thing.
But
So
Kim
that's
and
your
I,
highest for now.
Kim and I got, Kim's my girlfriend.
Shout
I'm
out to
sure
Kim.
you'll know. We got the Unical at
I don't know
Cosmo 3 weeks ago. Now that's on my other channel, Slotto and Kim Slots. It's my second channel that we started.
Plug it.
New slots. So
Slots.
go check that out.
That's right.
Nobody watches it.
So you hit the Unical.
We hit the Unical
I just played
on the
Moolah.
first spin.
I just played Moolah for the first time with Mike. And we, you know what, dude? And something I don't do a lot is we were doing it off camera just to enjoy ourselves. And the friggin' bonus comes out. And I'm like looking at it going, do I start recording this? Dude, it was 11-minute bonus. I only got like 2 minutes of it like an idiot.
This
It was
an
11 minutes long.
This was an hour and 10-minute bonus.
Yeah, baby.
We hit the max free spins.
That's nuts.
On
An
nickels,
hour and 10 minutes.
750.
Imagine just sitting there for an hour, like just going like this.
750 a
You know, there we
spin.
are.
First spin, nickels, Unical. We had like, by the time it was over, there were 20 people.
Yeah, mayhem.
That have all convened around it.
Yes.
Multiple bathroom breaks, had to go up to the room and get a battery to charge it because the phone was going to die. I mean, it was just, and here's the thing.
Did you get the whole thing?
But here's the thing. It was,
smart man.
It was, let's play this real quick before we go eat. So her and I were starving. Like, dying, you know what I mean? Like,
I hate when that gets in the way of it. It really is such an inconvenience when you're like, like to the point where you're like, I gotta
and then the buffet
stop,
closed by
you
the time we
know?
were done.
Yeah.
The buffet had already closed.
And
So.
we don't eat correct. Like,
But it was about 6,500, so it was just a little bit under that.
That's awesome, man.
Give me what's your biggest win? What is your biggest win of all time? Off or on camera, doesn't matter. Give me a
it was
story.
probably on camera. It was 25 or 26,000. I hit the Super Grand Jackpot at Tampa, Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. I was live streaming it and got the Super Grand chance. And just in my head, I thought I was doing pretty good. It was a great live stream. I had a few other wins. And when I hit the button, it did its thing and it started spinning around. And I thought it was going to be 1,000, 2,000. And a different bell went off, and all of a sudden it said Super Grand Jackpot instead of a dollar amount. I looked up, and it was like $25,000 or $26,000. I was in shock. I spun the camera around on myself. Next thing you know, I had a whole audience behind me, and what a great feeling that was. They brought out 2 stacks of 10,000, 10,000, and then the other 5,000 or 6,000. And I had a knot like this. And sometimes we play slots. Sometimes we carry around a good chunk of money. But being in law enforcement and protective service and whatever, I have a pretty good background of being aware of my surroundings. And with a knot like this in my pocket, I'm like, oh boy. So I ended the live stream and I went for a walk. It turned into a great night, but that was one of the most exciting, biggest wins.
Do you have a favorite slot machine?
I do, though.
Let's hear it. Can I hear it?
Well, it depends.
Can you tell me?
Is it if I want to win, or is it if I like just my favorite game to play?
Well, now you got to give me both.
Okay. So I think I have the best luck on the Firelinks machines.
Firelinks, you like Firelinks?
Yeah.
Which ones are these?
I don't know. They just draw me.
What is that? I don't remember Firelinks for some reason, but I'm gonna go downstairs and see 12 Firelinks. Go, what an idiot!
The ones with the you get 4 fireballs and it goes into the bonus.
Ultimate. You know why?
Ultimate. Yeah.
That I always think Ultimate.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Ultimate was the first thing I was thinking. I'm sorry, Chris.
It's okay.
That's all right, guys. I'm sorry. The 4 Fireballs.
And I'm
That
not.
was fun.
I'll be honest. I'm not a big slot guy, so like I don't know all the names of them. So I might be, but I think you have to be hard pressed to not love huffing even more puff, despite the fact that you're probably just gonna unload.
I don't have a good repertoire with that machine right now.
Oh, I don't either.
We don't get along.
I don't know if I've ever gotten a bonus on the machine, but I just know that it's a game that I enjoy playing.
Makes me angry, actually, a little bit. Wait, so which one are you going to play if you want to win? Wait, which one did we start with?
Firelinks is definitely the one that's the ultimate Firelinks, for sure.
Okay. That's your favorite? That's
my one to go to, and I can pump money into it.
Okay.
Enjoy the game, but like feel like I'm going to get some money back.
Got it.
You're just going to fire away some cash.
I like what you did. That was awesome. I like what you see. You're a natural, man. Tell me you haven't done this before.
Yeah.
That was good. Fire off. That was say Firelink. Get it? What's the favorite machine then?
Huffing even more puff.
Oh yeah, we did this.
Yeah,
we did this. Huffing. Wait.
The new one.
Huffing. The third one.
Yeah.
Third one in the series. I prefer the first one now. At this point, after what I've dealt with all of the bonus games and different mansion features, you guys know. You watch the videos. It's very frustrating, and it seems like I did a lot better on the first one, and I had a lot more fun on it. You can hear it in my voice. You just deflation as I just go on, and now you're watching Huffing even more puff.
So salty.
No, it's bad, man.
What's your biggest jackpot of all time, on or off camera?
Well, we
let's start low. Let's start low.
Start low, he says.
The big low. Okay.
The big
well,
low.
The first big jackpot started with our channel
off camera,
and the
you didn't record it
when you see
we were in a channel.
We're in a channel.
Yeah, we were in a channel at the time. This
okay,
was
give me both. Yeah, give me both. I want one off camera, one on camera. This is good.
Summertime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Summertime is still one of the best summer songs of all time, and I'm pretty sure I can do the entire song for you, quote by quote. I'm not kidding you.
Man.
I'm not kidding you. We'll do that another time.
You guys want to see this?
R&R Reel. He's the karaoke guy over there.
Yeah.
By the way, not me.
We have a story with this, actually. I can't just tell you the pot because there's a little bit behind it as far as
let's get into
how
it
it kind of went. So
let's get into it.
First thing is let's start with, first of all, when we're going to the casino, what are we debating about? A lot of times we're debating about what are we gonna play, son?
Yeah.
We're like, well, Dad, to be honest with you, we haven't played this game in a while. Son, I don't want to play that game.
Yeah.
Nah. Let's see what the pot is, and maybe then we'll figure it out, So we get into this little debate. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna play? Well, Dad, I think we ought to play VGTs.
Yes.
FNS Eddie's like, maybe we ought to just get there and see what we can do.
Oh, yeah. You know I love that. Every time I say that on camera, I shout you guys out.
I appreciate it. So we get to the casino, and as a wise man once told me, you survey the land, you walk the floor.
Yeah, vulture. That's what I call it. I vulture.
Yeah.
Like around, and I just, like the vultures do. They circle, kill.
That's right.
Usually the machine kills me, but that's okay. Keep going. Let's hear it.
We hear that.
Let's hear it.
There's a pot that's getting up there. The Fu Non, Fu News,
Right.
AGS games. Shout out to them. Fu Non, Fu Nu, right at 35,000. We're looking at it, and FNS Eddie, I must have got the VGT in his head, and so we're listening to each other.
Yes.
He's feeling the VGTs when we get to the casino. He walks off, goes to the VGT, goes to Crazy Cherry. Crazy Cherry,
yes.
VGT.
Gotta love those cherries.
Yeah, gotta love those cherries.
Come
Cherries,
on.
red screen.
See?
Yeah.
777.
Yeah.
Hit the jackpot. This is too much. This is too much for me.
Yeah, he goes, he plays it, he hits exactly what he said, 777. He's excited. It's like 1,100. It's something. He comes looking for me.
No, I called you first.
You called me first.
Yes, I called you and you didn't answer.
Didn't answer.
No,
Can't answer in the casino. I'm the same way.
Yeah. He finds me, but I don't know if he sees me. I don't.
No,
see
I didn't see him. I see a
me.
crowd.
Oh,
a crowd.
And the only thing that draws a crowd.
And I was like, why is this crowd around here? I couldn't see Rayco.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't answer his phone.
Oh, man.
And now we know why. And that's
now we
because
know why. We hit
what happened?
Hit the 35-8. It was crazy. Just to give you the.
You deserve that, by the way. Great hit.
The feeling, man. It was just there. I hit the progressive pots where you pick the three symbols to match.
Course.
I had two of everything. 2 minis, 2 minors, 2 majors, 2 grands. And then I go and I press the last one.
The last one was the red boy, and he's just flashing. They're all flashing. And at this point, I'm thinking, I know I hit the grand. I know I hit the grand because he's red. That's what the pot says.
Yeah.
But nothing's happening. It's just flashing.
Yes.
I'm like, are they going to give me this money?
Malfunction.
I know.
Yeah, right,
thinking,
malfunction.
I'm thinking it's going to be a malfunction or something. They're going to give me this money. And then it started counting up real fast. And, you know,
There it
the
is.
numbers started counting up. And then this lady next to me says, oh, my God.
That's a beautiful thing right there.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. After that, the crowd came.
Yes.
FNS Eddie came to show me his spot. He said, son, look at what I...
Oh, boy. See ya. Right?
It was 10 minutes later before I finally told him what I came to show him because he had a crowd around him.
That sounds like something that
And
would
the
draw a
beauty
crowd.
of it is they were happy for us.
Damn right, man. Isn't that the best when people are happy? Because we do get a lot of dirty looks too, and especially where I am, because everybody's just miserable and mean. Is when somebody hits, like they do one of these looks around the. Like I said, like how about a congratulations? How about a like I do? I love when people win. I go, that's what I'm talking about. Let's make this whatever.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there, but it's good to see that everybody was happy for you. So now we get the off-camera one. Give me the on-camera one.
Well, needless to say, we had the same kind of discussion, what we're going to play. And our first choice sucked because the first choice, we just donated to the casino, and we had done that so many times. It's like, okay, so we need to go do something different. So we went to the backup plan, and we were playing what is the name of that game, son? I just know it's got the
first one or the one that we won the grand on?
Yeah.
I think I can't pronounce it properly. It's an AGS game as well. The sister game of Funan Funu, I think, is Shu Hu Shin.
Nah, we're not going to do this.
Okay,
yeah.
No, but the bottom line is we call them 880s. But that's what we were playing the 880s, and
I say this one. That's what I say.
So we were playing these at $8.80 bet. So you don't have to bet big, but we bet the $8.80, and I got the progressive pick on that, and then me and Reiko were discussing, what's going on, and I had two of everything as well. So the next pick was going to be the monster, and Reiko said, "Oh, it doesn't matter, Dad." So because it's already predetermined.
I remember that. Boom, hit it, right?
And then I touched it.
I remember this.
And when I touched it, I couldn't figure out what I was kind of in a blank, in a daze there. It's like I couldn't figure out what just happened. And Reiko actually understood what happened. And needless to say, the siren went off, but I didn't hear it.
Okay.
And then Reiko said, he had said earlier, I wonder how you're going to act if you hit the grand. And lo and behold, I just hit the grand. And I'll let y'all go to our video to see how I act.
Title.
Because the bottom line is, and that was a 40K hit.
We won the grand.